Fresh Take is a free-flowing conversation that occasionally touches on mature subject matter. You've been warned. Enjoy the show. So now we're going to go to our last two segments of the show. And this is a new segment we have, Joel. We have two recurring segments that we've been trying to do, which is News Drop, which we'll get to in a second with yourself. And we have Power Rankings. So we'll be doing our top 10 in the WWE. That includes NXT as well. It includes authority figures as well. So number one, I think we both can agree on. I'm Seth Rollins.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to do Randy, but it's definitely Seth right now.
Seth Rollins, if we're going off a storyline perspective as well as just what they've done, Seth Rollins pulled double duty last night, had two matches, once against Dolph Ziggler and then one against Randy Orton, both physically demanding matches. He constantly goes out and puts on a good show. He is one of the futures of this company. He is number one in the company right now.
Number two, I maybe have to go Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is the hottest he's ever been.
Since the punt and Vince, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely Orton's time to shine. I think going forward, when he comes back, he's going to get a very big pop because we will probably see another funeral-like segment with Seth Rollins mentioning that very important and that key selling point for Rollins going forward until we hear that music and Orton comes out and just absolutely RKOs him, RKOs everyone in the ring and maybe a few people around the arena just for the hell of it.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Randy. Great promos. I love the intensity in him. It's going to be missed actually. He was kind of getting so dull, and all of a sudden, maybe it was that meme online that regenerated him. I don't know. I think it had a big part of it, but Randy Orton is hot as he's ever been for a while. Number three, I'm going to maybe have to just say Cena, just because he won his match at Hell in a Cell and he has the title shot, so I think we have to give it to Cena on that one.
Yeah, Cena's still definitely one of the top guys. He's not the top guy because he didn't do anything this week. To be the top guy, you have to do something within the week to convince, well, at least on Monday, convince us that you deserve a spot. And he didn't do anything, so that's why Cena's 3.
Number 4, Rusev?
Yep, definitely winning the title definitely pushes him forward, Josh. And I think you and me can both agree that his character does have some potential. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have as strong as legs as it could, with it being solely against anti-Russia, USA. It doesn't have a global feel to it, but I think Rusev is going to move up there for the time.
It's the hottest some of the crowds get when he wins, because definitely in America, they are definitely booing this guy, definitely hating him do anything, and I think it's one of the few things the announcers have been able to get over very well. It's when I really enjoy what JBL does. They really get it over, but at the same time, if you're anywhere else in the world, they kind of make themselves look like heels in a way.
Yeah.
Screw this foreigner for thinking he can be better than us and having pride in his country.
Yeah. It's the same old thing when the Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation came out with the Canadian flag. Absolutely. Now, I got a question for you, Josh. Sure. This is something that bring up Rusev. Everyone had an absolute freak out when Big Show pulled the flag. And it was such a big deal, and Big Show had to apologize. So where's Shawn Michaels apologizing to Canadians for shoving the flag up his nose?
Yeah, I like that right now. Maybe when we interview him, we'll ask him to apologize.
Yeah, apologize for that.
Number 5, I think, he's lost a little bit of momentum, but he's still one of the hotter guys there. You could kind of tell it when he had the first entrance of the night, and I think it's still Dean Ambrose, number 5.
Oh, yeah, Dean Ambrose is still top 5 right now, and I think this may be a test for him to see what he does in a kind of mid-card, kind of not main event, not Seth Rollins, someone else, what he can do there, and if he can actually get his stuff over as well as Bray Wyatt. So
number 6. Now this gets a little bit trickier. Who do you have in mind for number 6? I was thinking maybe Mark Henry.
Henry's definitely gone up there as the Big Show. He's taking shots at the Big Show. He's got his heel persona going, which always worked for him better than a baby face. he's definitely strong. He hasn't won anything, so that's why he's not any higher. But I think we will see a Mark Henry victory in the next couple weeks.
Number 7, Bray Wyatt.
No.
Big Show.
He hasn't done enough. I'd say
Ryback.
Number 7, Ryback. Ryback has 2 victories. He's getting over with the crowd, Josh, which isn't something I really thought we'd see again.
I mean, it kind of you watch that WCW documentary, Joel, and they said when they tried to reboot Goldberg and do the streak over how it didn't work. Somehow they're rebooting Ryback and it is working.
Yeah, I think rebooting him and basically having him. I loved the video he did where he said, I wasn't myself. Mm-hmm. I changed to become something I wasn't to try to win the title. And it just didn't work. I love this business. I love this opportunity. I'm very thankful. You saw very humble, very, very humbled Ryback. So I think that's benefited him as well. And I think Ryback moving forward could potentially move up the power rankings.
I think he's Goldberg with a better passion for the business.
Yeah, definitely.
And better in the ring as well, I think.
Yeah. A little scary at times, but he's definitely...
Number 8, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler, he got beaten down by Seth, so we can't really boost him up any higher, but he's second on Cena's team. He's arguably the highest ranked champion there, the Intercontinental title for our fan. That's number 2 to me still. Yeah. So he has the number 2 title. He's still holding on to it. Ziggler's getting some more moments to shine. It was really nice tongue-in-cheek of Triple H bringing up, we'll bury you if you don't do what we want.
Get the shovel out.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the day that Triple H comes out to the ring with a shovel in his hand and starts talking to people.
Number 9, Nikki Bella.
Yeah, Nikki, if we're going to throw everyone... Well, no.
She's in the top 10, so she's either 9 or 10. Who do we have else there?
I would probably throw the Authority in there just simply because...
Okay, yeah, for sure. So Authority 9 and then Nikki Bella 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Authority is flexing their muscles now. They didn't really... The only one that won a match for them is Seth. Mm-hmm. They've got the new Patterson and Briscoe and Mercury and Noble. Mm-hmm. What's Kane's role if we're going from Authority to Corporation? What would his role be?
Kane.
Yeah, because he was a part of both of them, which is crazy to think he's 20.
Maybe he's like Big Boss Man even.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Versus Ken Shamrock. Maybe they offered that contract to Chael's son and he turned it down. Maybe they need to get Chael in there now so he can be the Ken Shamrock.
Oh God,
he'd be great on the mic.
Oh yeah, that would be very interesting. Maybe that's one more reason they can bring in Punk again.
We almost made it, Joel. We made it 50 minutes. I was trying to stop it. 50 minutes without that name. We talked about people rising up the ranks on the microphone, and we didn't do it. And as soon as I said Chael's son, and I'm like, oh no, Joel's gonna go for it. He's gonna drop the name.
It makes sense because it's just another name that's connected to him. So, but Chael's son would be very interesting to appear. And number 10, Nikki Bella, she's in the spot for a Divas title shot.
And I think she's done, like we said, she's done the whole slave thing really good. I think she's vastly improved in the ring. I think she's got this heel persona down pat. She is definitely really good as a heel, I would say. She's not very good as a face.
No.
She's kind of being that bitchy girl. Excuse me.
I think she is good where she is. And, John Cena's girl's good as a heel, so maybe she could give him a few pointers on being a bad guy.
There you go. So there's the first segment ever, Power Rankings. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be some weeks where we go, no, this person's number one.
No. This week we're kind of agreeing on everything. I think there'll be interesting segments. I mean, when Sting debuts, does he jump all the way to number 1? When Taker comes back, does he jump to 1? We'll have to see how those kind of things play out. But the first segment of Power Rankings is Seth Rollins, the first ever leader in the Power Rankings, and Nikki Bella, the first ever diva to ever be in Power Rankings.
Yep. I'm sure that we'll have to do a Power Rankings each week going for...
I'm sure some NXT guys will jump in there eventually at one point, too.
Oh, yeah. I think there may be a week where we go, well, Raw all really sucked. So let's go to NXT and throw them in there.
I'm sure.